friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. In my today's video, I'm going to talk about a very frequent question asked from my viewers that can international students earn tuition fee in Canada or not? So we'll discuss in this video some calculations that how much you can earn, how much you can save, and what are the time when you can earn more, what are the myths about earning full time during student visa and all that. So we'll talk all that in detail. Okay, so let's start. So friends, as most of you know that I prefer to talk about with facts. I just don't give any information that's just random, but I love to give facts. So in this video we are going to discuss how much you can earn. um, I live in Vancouver, as you guys know, and Vancouver is in British Columbia. This is one of the province of Canada. So we'll do some calculations according to that, because honestly speaking, I have knowledge and much experience of British Columbia. So I think it would be fair to discuss in this reference. And if you will go to some other province, expenses should be somehow same and calculations should be here and there same, not exactly, but because every province has its own taxes and all that stuff, but we'll try to give as much as information I know about this fact. Okay, and yes, I have noted down points for this so that I don't miss anything. So in this video we'll talk first of all how much you can make. So in Canada, my dear, it's not like that. Back home, we were having a minimum like salary per year, and if you earn till this salary, then you are tax rebated or tax exempt. But here, what happened? If you are earning minimum wages, still you need to pay tax. You have to pay your taxes. When you file your taxes as a student, that's a different calculation that you get something reimbursed or not. That's a whole different topic, but today we will talk how much you can earn and how much will be your net salary, how much you will get in your account. So for that I'm going to use pay calculator, which is on Canadian government website, and this will exactly tell you how much you will get in hand after deducting your taxes. So we'll share that screen. Let's
This
share the
is the
screen.
URL I have shared in the description box for the calculations of your pay. But before that, let's assume your tuition fee for 1 year is 15,000 and you're coming for 2 years course. And generally in most of the scenarios, we have to pay our 2 semester tuition fee from home only before getting like acceptance or acceptance letter for visa. And 1 year semester fee we need to pay when we come to Canada, we land to Canada. So before starting the course we have to pay. So let's assume that 1 year tuition fee you have already paid, and you're also bringing $10,000 GIC, which is the condition in most of the visas. Plus now we are doing all this exercise to save 1 year tuition fee, which is 15,000. Okay. So this URL I have in description box. Just put in Google, you will see this page. You just need to go down, down, down. Then just click here, I accept. Then it is automatically selected salary, so you don't need to change anything. Just do next. After that, put any name, ABC, your employer's name, XYZ. You can select province. Let's select British Columbia because I live in British Columbia. Frequency of pay over here, we generally get paid bi-weekly, so 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, and we can put any date. Let's put today's date and this. Then just do next. And let's assume minimum wages in your area right now it's around 15. So just make the calculations easy, take it 15 per hour, and as you can work 20 hours per week, so 20 into 15 and then 2 times, because it is for 2 weeks, so it's gonna be 600. Let's put 600. Vacation pay is Basically, here companies deduct your vacation pay, like it is 4% of your salary, and they pay you when you are not working or you are on vacation. Say you been to India or your home country, and then they pay you that 4% of your income, which they deducted as vacation pay. So this is 24 of 600. It will be no bonus, nothing. You just don't need to select anything. Just go next. Nothing. You just need to go down and click on calculate. So here you will see this fancy sheets showing all that. But here you need to understand that this is the amount, and in this it's not just taxes which get deducted. There are two kind of taxes: federal tax and provincial tax. So provincial is basically in which province you are living, and federal is like central government. And then it get deducted, then CPP also get deducted from your salary. CPP is basically for your pension when you get retired. So some amount you get when you get retired regularly per month. And EI is compulsory deduction for employment insurance, because for God's sake, if you're not working, then you get paid from insurance, employment insurance. So this always get deducted from the salary of everyone. So 600 we assumed as your pay, like which you earn. Then 4%, I believe they give extra, I'm not sure, but let's say 4% on that, also 24, and out of 624 is the amount. So we are just doing this for like calculation purposes, to give the idea how much you will get. So here you can play with the number and you can learn how much you will. So we can also leave this vacation pay for now, and just for the calculation purposes we can keep it like 550 per bi-weekly. So we can take 1100 per month, just to keep the calculation simple. So you earn 1100 from your earnings, your work in Canada.
After every semester you have 15 days break. So let's say you have 3 breaks in a year, then say if you earn 500 extra in those 3 breaks, and you're also earning $1100 per month, plus you have your GIC which is coming, and we are not touching that GIC money at all. We are keeping that aside, because we are considering that um, you come to Canada, after 15-20 days you started working. We are taking a best case scenario. So 10,000 is already there, leave that, don't don't touch it please. Now now you have that 1100. Now from that 1100 we need to deduct your expenses as well. I already made a very detailed video on the expenses. You just go and check the link. I also made a video for the family. If you want to know about the family expenses, or family can earn the earn tuition fee or not, we'll discuss in a video. If you want to know, please let me know. But so we need to deduct expenses from that. Now in this video we keep the expenses very low. Okay, just for the calculation purposes, let's do that, and I have noted down. So let's take your housing. You are taking 500, which is a very normal rent in BC for one room, if you are taking one room. But if you are a person who is very adjusting and you want to share your room with someone, then let's say 350. You can do the calculation with 350 also, but I'm doing calculation with 500. Okay, so let's say expenses are here. First is rent or housing, another is, and for housing we are taking 500 per month. Commuting, or how you will go to your school or to your work, translink or public transport, whatever. Please do not consider that you are buying a car now because we are keeping our expenses low, very low, to pay our tuition fee. Okay, so you are traveling by bus, and let's say for buses and all that, sometimes we have to take taxis as well, because you're getting late or anything, any exam or all. So let's include everything in that, and takes $100 per month. Now another big expense comes is your cell phone. Let's take $50 only. Then grocery or food, if you're a person who can cook for yourself and you can buy groceries and all that, so let's keep it minimum to, let's take 200. Okay, now the another things comes miscellaneous or entertainment, because when you are in school, it's not like that you will never go out. It does happen, you go out. So let's keep $100 as your entertainment expenses as well. In BC, we have medical expenses too, that is called MSP, $75 per month. But I'm taking that MSP or your medical insurance expense also in this $100. Like I'm assuming $25 for your entertainment and 75 for your medical expenses as well. So see, I'm keeping the expenses to bare bone minimum. Okay, so it comes to $950 per month. So now if you deduct from your 1100 minus 950, you're just left with $150. And please note, I considered everything to the best scenario. I considered that you are working 20 hours per week, which is really not a case. It doesn't happen in this way, my friend. Sometimes employers gives you 14 hours, sometimes 15 hours, sometimes you're just left with 10 hours because you have your exams, your submissions, the shifts are available, you are not available at that time. But in this video, just for you showing that is it feasible or not, I'm taking it 20 hours per week. For vacations as well, I'm taking 40 hours per week. Okay, so we are left with $150 per month. 150 into 12, if we will do, so it's 1200, so it's 1800 basically per year. In this 1800, let's add that 500 which we earned every semester break. So 5 into 3, 1500 plus this 1800. So my friend, it will be 15, 3, 3300. So from earning and expenses, we were able to save $3,300 per year if we are working 20 hours per week, like throughout the year, no chuttiyan, no break, nothing. Okay, then you are able to save 3,300. If you are a person who can save something from these expenses as well, hats off to you, because I was not able to keep my expenses in this as well, though I always cook at home. So these are the things. Now I would like to bring one more point to the light. Here I would like to mention one thing. A few people says that you can take break from your studies and then work full time. Sorry guys, that's not the truth. This is illegal. If you take break from your studies from your choice and that's not a part of your curriculum, few courses, for example, if you're coming for bachelor's degree, then bachelor's degree is for 4 years and you get I think 3 years break. No, you get 4 months break, summer break every year, and then students work full time in that time, and then they can easily make around 2000 per month. So they can save roughly around 8000 in those 4 months. That's a big chunk of the total amount. But not every course does that. My MBA never allowed this. We were not having summer breaks. That's why we were having expedite MBA. It was finished just in 16 months. Plus, there are some courses which curriculum has this like a clause of taking off, which is legal. It depends. These are very particular courses. I have no idea which kind of courses are those, but there are few courses. If your college says that you can take break for 4 months, then please take, and it should be in the written, like there should be a letter that Mr. So and so is eligible to take a summer break of 4 months and he can work full time. Please take this in writing from your student coordinator or your school dean or whoever is there. Generally it is given by a student coordinator, which says that it's totally legal, you can work full time, then it's okay. Please just do not take off from your like own wish and then start working. And you know, everything here is related to social insurance number. If you will work 1 hour extra also, that will be on your social insurance number, because your pay is like connected to social insurance number. So if you will work extra or you will take extra off, then if visa officer will check in future, you may be in the trouble. um, if you will ask me if I know someone who did that, I know someone who did that. And then when he went for flag polling, like, I made a video, just go and check. He went for his um, work visa extension. Visa officer said, no, you worked full time during this time, which is not legal, and that's why I cannot extend this. You need to go back to your back home and come after 6 months. But then he's made all those things, excuses that he was not aware and his family is here and all that stuff. Then visa officer was really good, I must say. He did not deported him. He said, okay, no problem, apply your visitor visa and stay here for 6 months, but you cannot work. Same thing, I'm sharing the
This will
screen.
be the URL which I have shared in the description box. You just copy paste in Google, then this website will open. This is Government of Canada website. It is the Bible for all the immigration purposes. You just go and check here. So you need to go down, my friend, and I mentioned it is not allowed. It is very much written on this website, and it is written in the bold letters. If you will see here, you can't work on or off campus during an authorized leave from your studies, even if your study permit says you are allowed to work in Canada. So you need to go through all these conditions and then you will understand what an authorized leave. So you are not supposed to work during these off which you have taken by yourself. So basically what you need to do, you just need to go on this page and please thoroughly study all this thing which they are saying. This is really important. Work as a student, it has some condition which you need to meet, but this very much says that you cannot work for a full time, even not full time. It doesn't even say that you can work for part time too. So basically you can't work. There are some exceptions to like there are some exceptions to this, but these are very rare. Like it's basically, I just show you, give me a second. It's here. Okay, it's not exception, basically that it is a authorized leave. That what is a authorized leave? So if your school has authorized a leave from your study program for a medical reason or pregnancy or family emergency or death or serious illness or anything, like it says about these are basically authorized leave. You can just go through and read it. I don't want to make the video unnecessarily lengthy, but these are the condition when you can take authorized leave. So basically authorized leave, you are taking that leave. College is not giving you that off, and there is a condition of maximum of 150 days, and semester is generally 4 months, so that comes under that only. Please go through on this website and read. This is really helpful to understand what I'm talking. And say if you don't meet these condition, what happens if you don't meet your study permit condition, then this is all about which I mentioned. If we find you haven't met your study permit conditions, we may ask you to leave Canada. You might also have to wait 6 months before you can apply for a new study permit or for a visitor visa or work permit in Canada. So that's the thing which I told you, that one of my known got like basically punished from the visa officer, that he cannot work or study for those 6 months. So this is the condition which I was talking about. It is very much written over here. Please go through, and there are some assumptions as well. Just go through these are not applicable to us. These are basically for refugee and all that laws. You will read, then you will come to know what I'm talking about. So
Okay, I know you must having a question, was I able to earn my tuition fee or any part of my tuition fee? No, my friends, I was never able to make that much money that I could save, because my MBA was really like expedite MBA. I have to do 5 courses in one semester, which is a lot of work. So I could not save my tuition fee. Everything was paid from our own savings. So guys, now you see how much you can make, how much you can save. It's hardly coming to, I believe, 1800 from your savings. Like you can save 1800 by working, and then 1500 more than 3300 per year from your savings. And we consider that 10,000 also from your GIC which you have. Still it's 1300 sorry 13,300 which you have for your next year tuition fee. And in the starting of the video we consider that to be 15,000, right? So if we include your GIC and your savings from your work, still it's not enough for next year 15,000. If we consider your total tuition fee from your living expenses, I don't know how students can make that. I don't understand that maths, or maybe you can say I don't have that ability to understand that maths. I did all the calculations. Hardly students can save 3 to 4,000 per year if the person is super saving, and like he just work and super intelligent that he can study also full time. He can work part time, and he's so low in expenses, still he can save maximum 3 to 4,000 from his work savings. That's all I can say, guys. This is with the facts, with the calculation. So I must say that it's really kind of not possible to pay your tuition fee while being in Canada and just working 20 hours per hour, like 20 hours per week. But if you still know some way to make the money, then what to say, right? I highly recommend to have your tuition fee from back home. That will be the ideal thing, and make money for your living in Canada. Whatever you can save, save for your like further expenses after studies or whatever expenses. But I highly recommend to bring your tuition fee by your own. That's my suggestion. Rest everything depends on you. You can do whatever you want to do, right? Thank you so much for your time. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Bye.